What's up, guys? Welcome to the VOD. If you're watching, this is the Stanley Parabola. I don't know how to exactly say that. But as always, guys, we do shout outs in the very beginning of the stream. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Hopefully you clicked on this video because you want to see some gameplay. But this is part one of the series. Might change depending on how far we get. But as always, we do shout outs in the beginning of the stream. So let's get right into it. Shout out to Tati, FaZe, Coop, Buell, Ruthless Gamer, Deluxe, Teddy, Bug, Mackenzie, Daniel Ojeda. Hey guys, Marina, Bug, Bree, Grim. Hello guys. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna get right into the game. Apparently this game is looks fun. Why not? We take a little break from the scary games. You know what I'm saying? Take a little break. All right, let's do subtitles. We got English subtitles. Have I played? Let's see how this looks. Great. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No, I haven't. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. All right. Always turn it all the way bright for you guys watching in chat. Please enter the current time. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Accessibility settings can be blah blah. All right. Hello Mike and Taylor, you invited me. Trevor, no, I did not invite you, brother.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh no!
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Oh, Tyler, you played this game? I'm hyped, dude. I'm hyped for it.
Something was very clearly wrong.
I've seen some people play it. I've never played it
Shocked,
before.
Frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move
I've never
for the
played.
longest
Never
time.
played before, Dr. Spoon.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped
No
out of
spoilers.
his office.
All right. Let's all right, let me configure some settings real fast. Let me make sure I can let me bump up my field of view to like there. Make sure we got high FPS. Okay. All right. We're good. All right. Here we go. Ah. All right. See what we got here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where are my co-workers, chat? They're all gone. Ooh, 420. Gotta go in here.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, always go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure, employee lounge. Where's the employee lounge, shall we?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Another day.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all
Another
in.
dollar. This is nice. Memories, chat. I remember I got my first promotion in this room. So happy.
Yes, really. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I really want to go straight, though, chat. Left or straight? Left or straight? I'm going to go straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Is this guy making fun of me? Where am I? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Should
we've
I
gotten
jump?
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting,
I'm hyped for this
Stanley.
game.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
This person
Let
doesn't want to
prove
show me
that I'm
anything
on
beautiful.
your side. Give me a chance.
No. I'll never conform. Where are we going?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Chat, red or blue door? Red or blue door? I'm about to go through the blue door, dude. I don't trust this guy. I don't trust this guy with nothing. Nothing. This guy is an enemy. He's the reason everyone disappeared.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Where did my... Why can't I go backwards? It's gone. Yeah, punk. Going through the blue. Ha.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Psych. Going to the blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Ah, look at this.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
Wait, the game's over?
Skill trees? Work
Wait.
with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Oh, a special door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Chat, 1 through 5. How would you rate this game? It was an epic playthrough. Oh, I'm so happy. That was such a good game, guys. I'm gonna have to give it a 5. What a good game.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something.
Nice!
Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Whoa,
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Don't even try what?
Based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Where do I go now? Am I done? And that is Stanley Parabola. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That is the complete playthrough. Just kidding. Okay. What's this door?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Oh, 100%. I'm super competitive.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Guys,
and now would be a
am I stuck
lovely
in a
opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard! Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ooh, a new game.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
This guy just called me a creep?
That must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
This guy just called... Oh, that was a Minecraft sound. The door just opened. The weather. It smells great out here. It's fresh outdoors. Woo! All right. All right. Let's go down. I think I've seen this before, chat. This looks really familiar.
Oh, no, it can't be.
Oh, look at the open wilderness. I cannot wait to explore this.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Whoa, this is Rocket League!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
Oh, this is sick!
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Oh.
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
This is great! This is so much better!
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, this is great! I'm gonna score a goal. I'm moving in. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna hit an aerial. Boom!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so... Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Where do I go? What's in here? Ah! Where am I? I don't know where to go. I have no narrator. I feel like I'm getting lost. Just a door after a door. Ooh, a light. What's this? Ooh, this is my office. Interesting. Interesting.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
What are we doing? Come on! Say something! Guys, that is the complete playthrough of Stanley's Probable. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. Woo! Alright, time to do it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
This was
Life
my
without
favorite
having
seat,
experienced this room
right here.
was now too
This
horrible
chair
even to
was
consider.
super nice. Super nice.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. Psych.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, take 3. Haha, take 3, chat.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. This time, I won't fall.
Stanley was so
I won't
bad
fall.
at following directions, it's
I
incredible
really
he
want to
wasn't
go through the
5
red
years
door,
ago.
chat. Remember? I want to go
Look,
through the
Stanley,
red door.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
I just gotta
I'm
make
not.
this jump, chat.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that
Do
the
we trust the
story has been
narrator?
about
Yes or
nothing
no?
but
Yes or
you
no, chat?
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show
Nope.
you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Red
Let me
or blue
prove
door?
that I'm on your side.
I already
Give me a
went through the
chance.
blue door, so we
Now
can't do
listen
that again.
carefully,
We're gonna
this
go
is
through the red.
important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Oh, that was a rat.
And I think I have a solution.
Where am I
Here,
going?
let me show you.
Haha, we're going through this door. Wait, where am I?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley... No, wait. Where are you going?
That wasn't about it.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Second thoughts. Guys, I don't want to restart.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, Can we please get back to the other room? No. No, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation
This is not
correctly?
funny, man. This is not funny.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Why am I moving so slow?
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Yo, I'm moving so slow, I don't even want to play this playthrough. I'm moving like a turtle. Alright. You guys know what needs to be done. $360.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
So we found
back.
3 endings already, chat. 3 endings. All right, let's try it again.
All
This
of his
time,
co-workers were gone.
we should listen
What
to
could
the
it mean?
narrator, right?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ooh.
Standing now in
How
this incredible
nice.
room, Stanley for the
nice.
first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Sure.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
This
convinced
time
that
we're
I
gonna
want something
watch
bad
the
to
Star
happen
Show.
to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. I would We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. All right.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place... No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
Chat, this is beautiful. But it's kind of getting boring. What do I do now? Can I just jump off?
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
We already did that.
We'll lose all of this.
I'm trying to see the next part after this.
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Dude, I really want to leave, chat. I really want to leave, but I've already seen that ending. Okay, well, it's time to chill. Time to just take it in, guys. Have you ever just, like, put your phone down and, like, just take it in? Look at it. Look at the scenery. Beautiful. Beautiful. Guys, real quick while we're watching this amazing scenery, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a follow. We are at 20 new followers. I'm going to shout some people out while we're waiting for the next prologue. Shout to Sari. Shout to Master, Bet, Tim, Ryan, that guy, The Fist, Sky, Jack, Alvin, Sarah, Hades, Tony, Sky, Solo, Carson, Z, Aubrey, Jackson, Nick, David, Kat, Big, Emma, Stal, Jay, Calursa, Peter, James, Trash, Lily, Rat, Amanda, Nawa, Dakota, Jaden, Rye, Rat, Meg. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the stream. Guys, we're also live on YouTube. Right now you're seeing this. You could be seeing this. The link is in my bio if you want to join. All right. This is lame. I'm actually getting annoyed how long this is taking. We're dipping.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
I wanna move on to the next part.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Yes! I'm gonna stay here! What's next? Wait, is this literally the ending? Is just staying here? Go underneath the stairs. Oh, there's a door at the bottom of the stairs. Got it. Good looks, good looks. Where?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley. No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Ah, look how...
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Maybe if I stop moving, chat? I'm never doing this ending again. This one's boring. think there's only one option, guys. The game is not...
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
He leaves me no choice.
No. No, no, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
It's taking too long, chat. All right, we'll give it one more try. There's a door. Okay. Look, guys, apparently I'm impatient. So we're gonna enjoy the light show, and we're gonna see what happens after. Okay, fine. You guys won. Chat won. Fine, we'll go back. Chat saying to take our time here. Nothing happens in the other room. You just sit there. Chat said to jump. Okay. Well, fine. We'll just jump. We'll just jump, chat. Apparently that's the only thing we could do. We've already done this ending, but here we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Here we go. Fine. This is what you guys wanted. This is what chat wanted.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Go back to the other room.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
Fine. All right. See if it changed. We'll go look one time because I've already seen this ending. One more jump, what's it called? It just ends the game.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Nothing's changed, chat.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Freezy with the $5.99 dono. Thank you. You like the room? Appreciate you. Hopefully you have a good day too. W Freezy, thank you for the dono. Yeah, I'm done, guys. This is taking too long, man. Nothing changes. You need to jump off the stairs to continue the game. Okay, fine. And now I have to walk extremely slow.
No, perhaps not.
Honestly, we're going to go in the conference room. We're going to listen to the very beginning so we can actually progress through the game. Can't believe my first playthrough ended me up here, pretty much. No, it was the second one. Second playthrough. Alright. Well, here we go, guys.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Wait. So, why are you guys saying no? Is there another ending, chat? Is this the only option?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Let's go back to the other room. Alright, ready, chat? Let's just restart. Let's have a good playthrough, okay? Another day, another dollar.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ooh. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. Giddy but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley,
we're gonna go
I think
straight
perhaps
this
we've
time.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for, this is it, Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices, and to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please. Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Is it gonna make me restart? Wait, do I just restart?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Looks like we have to go right. Or left, I mean.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
What's happening, chat? Oh no. I need to survive. I need to survive. What do I do?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yo, if I go right, is it gonna repeat everything that just happened?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Okay, I'll go left. I'll go
When
left.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Fine.
he entered the door on his left.
Oh, hi.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I'm to go to my boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, what a fancy office. Ooh. Okay.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Wait, is this a setting, chat? Do I have to... Hello?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
I'm saying it!
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, wow, what's happening?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there?
I'm the narrator.
Stanley, are you there?
Oh!
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best.
Maybe the narrator is cool.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
What am I doing? Chat, how do I
All of his
say the thing? Is it a setting to, like, say it? Or is that not a
Stanley
thing?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, you can't? That's just the ending? Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We'll go left, because I just want to see what it is. Wait, is that the only option to the left? Is the boss's office?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
What is this guy? This guy's attacking me.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What? What did you say?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Is that it? Can I leave the hall? Can I leave the closet now? Does he say anything else?
Ah, second play. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I think that's it. Is there more dialogue? I don't think there's any more dialogue. I think that's it. Okay, chat. Well, while we're waiting to see if there's any more dialogue in this, make sure to drop a follow if you're enjoying the stream. We are also live on YouTube if you want to watch. The link is in my bio. Cool. Shout out to Juan, Brady, Lil, Riz Guy, Faith, Tessa, Brandon, Rice, Sam, Marky, VX Main, Blueberry. We're almost at 150 new followers. Okay, there's no more dialogue, chat. There's no way. There's none. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, what's this?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment.
Thank you for the gifts.
No reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Can I whip this?
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Duh.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley.
Wait, we were just
who found
here.
it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
We're stuck.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
We're stuck in a loop.
Did the voice not see
We're
him
stuck in a
float
loop.
and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Thank you for the gift.
Let me wake up, he thought.
Shout out to
himself.
Maka. Thank you for
I'm
the gift.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
We're good. We're good, chat.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
How many endings are in this game, chat? I feel like we've done them all already. We've done so many. It's another one. All right.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic.
Ooh.
Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Listen, if this guy does this again, chat, I'm gonna freak out.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Finally. What is this?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding?
Whoa.
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
That's it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Yo, which one should I go? Should I go... Okay, if I was in this situation, where would I go? When in doubt, you always go left. Always left. Always left, chat. Okay, it's got to be this way, surely.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Third time's the charm.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Just making sure there's no hidden door.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay, I'm gonna let chat decide. Follow the line, go through these doors. You guys can pick. I'm gonna give you guys the choice. What do you guys want to do? Do I have a mod? And I see actually a lot of lines. I see a lot of lines. Okay, fine. Spooderman, thank you for the rose. Thank you guys for the roses, I appreciate it.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Why is the line going on the wall, chat? I feel like I'm on a roller coaster, chat. Oh my god, straight. Why is this kind of fun?
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Thank you for the hand
hearts. You won't want
hearts,
to miss
schools.
anything.
Okay, this is you guys right here. Take a screenshot of this fern. Okay, very important. Screenshot. Let's get some screenshots going. Pay attention. We got to observe every single detail. Yo, thank you for the follows. Heaven and Scotty, thank you guys. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follows. We are almost at 200 new followers. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream and you want to see more of this content, make sure to drop a follow. We are almost at 200. We're at 168.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, I'm so lost. Okay, we're going to follow this line. Guys, this door is still open. I don't want to go in here.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you? After everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay, let's restart, shall we?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh, how about this one? Or this one? Or this one? Nope. Alright, I guess we're going your direction.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
I
Just
agree.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
I'm
What
very
do you
excited.
want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Something impactful. That's what I want the story to be.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role
Where'd
in
the
our
line
awesome
come?
new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Starting to like the narrator. I wasn't feeling it at first, but he seems like a good guy.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Ooh,
How
chat.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Sure.
Okay.
You know what? I'm
so
not
I
walking
know
in
that
circles.
each door has to lead somewhere.
Let's try, buddy.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I want to go left, though. Alright, right it is. Oh, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
What is this?
So now, according to the
Read the
schedule, I
eight-
restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it
We're
to
at
be.
the sixth
I
restart
don't want the
right
game
now.
to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do...
Oh, that actually kind of got me. Oh, we restarted, chat. There's one more restart until death.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have to find the non-death entrance.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Did this person just make fun of me, chat? Did he really just say, I check every single door because I don't have cues? Huh, alright.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Huh. I don't like this guy anymore. Say something else. I dare you. New content? New content? Ooh, nah. Gotta stick to the story. I can't, guys. My curiosity.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Where's that way go, chat? Want to go over there. Okay, looks like I have to go up here.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Ooh. New content? The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I don't want to jump. I'm not jumping.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I can jump. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together,
Jacob,
like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay. Thank you guys for the new follows. We are at 194 new follows. We are almost at 200. 6 more. Wait, why are the lights off? This is different. Oh my gosh, it is the 8th reset.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something! Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
What? I've never had a game call me a dork. Bro, what? What did it just say? Fine, we'll go back and look at the vent.
Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Thanks, man. What is this?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Yo, looks phenomenal. This looks great.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wow. This is beautiful.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Look at all the rewards. Wow, look at the dollar bill, chat. Wow. What a memory. Wow, interesting. This is cool. Oh, what is that, a cat? Well, it's a rat, or a mouse, sorry.
Memories seul sur la pluie de l'eau, et je n'attends.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Ooh. Oh, I can't go this way.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10.
I should have not have gone
Stanley?
this way.
The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I want to go this way, chat, but the serious room. There's got to be a way in here. Oh, I can't jump. Look. You hear that, chat?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Okay, guys, let's see these reviews. Oh!
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I guess our only option is to go this way.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. To be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure, like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Let's go! W skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here,
Chad, do I
pretend
press
that
the
I've
skip
just
button?
begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you.
Do we
and
listen to
therefore,
him,
by
or do we
becoming
skip
it? So on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet.
Honest WW narrator in chat.
245.
We're gonna listen.
That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say...
This guy's
the
literally
story
yapping.
and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah 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 blah.
Wait, I think
blah,
it
blah,
loops.
blah, blah.
It
We've
literally
eaten too
loops,
much and
chat.
it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once.
One more
so,
loop, one
now
more
you
loop.
see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245.
Last one.
That the logic of elimination working backwards.
Let's
the
make
deduction
sure.
Therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years.
This is the last
just
one. If it
yesterday,
loops again,
here
we
and
skip
there,
it.
forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think...
I can't see!
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat...
Hello? Narrator? Hello? Hello? Anyone? Is there a fire? Gotta press it again.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences.
Hello?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
Narrator, are you okay?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Is it raining? What happened? Sounds like a blizzard. Okay, it's done raining. One more skip can't hurt, right? Whoa. Narrator? Hello? Where'd everything go? One more skip. Okay, I can't skip anymore. Where am I? We were just reviewing reviews. I guess this is life now. We've skipped too far in the future. wonder how far I can walk.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Someone's following me. Guys, this is pretty... This kind of tingles my brain a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It like tickles my brain.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to him. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay. Wait, you said my camera's glitching? How's the stream look? Good stream or no? Bad? Okay. We haven't gone this way yet.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, we've done downstairs already. What is this? Ooh. Executive bathroom. I got the feeling money's for stealing. What do I do in here? All right. An elevator. Going up. We didn't go anywhere. Let's try this again. Okay, still looks like we haven't moved. Let's try going down. Okay, the elevator does not work. Interesting. What's in here?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
What if I don't enter the code? What happens? What happens? What if I don't enter it? What if I don't enter it? What happens?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah! Woo! 28. Okay. Looks like I didn't have a choice. Where are we going? Aries, thank you for the roses. Appreciate you. And guys, shout out to everyone. Oh. Do I just jump? What? Oh. It's an elevator. Thank you for the 93 roses. Appreciate you.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Oh, we're at 50k likes.
This question would not go unanswered.
Thank you for everyone that liked the stream and has followed. Shout out to Nelly, Daniela. We're at 230 new followers. We'll have a goal of 300 new followers. Look, guys, you always can unfollow if you don't like the content. But if you are enjoying the stream and you want to see more of it, make sure to drop a follow. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, click the link. No. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that like button. If you guys want to watch on YouTube, the link is in my bio. Okay, looks like the elevator broke, chat. The elevator broke. Interesting.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Should I escape or go in the mind control facility? Escaping is an option. Mind control facility it is! What is this? Looks like a button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Can I go back? Nope. Let's see what we got here.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Looks like 104's fired, chat. What is this?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Have we been
No.
under mind control?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
We have
Wasn't
free
it?
will.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
Where are we
exert
going?
its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Mind control idle, awaiting input. Chat, do we turn it off or on? Let's turn it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA
What?
identification,
What did it
nuclear
say?
detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Can I turn it off?
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it,
Why
Stanley?
can't I turn it off?
It's your time to shine.
What's happening?
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's
Oh my gosh,
desires.
1 minute, 50
this
seconds.
is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments
How do I turn it
until
off?
the bomb goes
Okay,
off.
there's a
But
number
what
5
precious
there.
moments each one of them is.
Okay, 4,
More
3,
time to talk
2,
about you,
1 should be right
about
here.
me, where we're going.
Please.
What all this means.
Where's 1?
I barely know where to start.
Okay, 1. Okay, we got this. I got this. Minute
You'd
20.
like to know where your co-workers are.
1.
A moment of solace
2.
before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
3.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Where's
Of course,
4?
that was merely
Where's
in this
4?
instance of the story.
Oh my gosh,
Sometimes
4's
when
upstairs.
I tell it, I simply let you
Minute,
sit there in
minute
your
left.
office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I
4.
have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching
50
you try to
seconds.
make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Come on.
But I'm sure whatever I
5.
come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Okay, nothing's
My
happening.
goodness, only 34
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I
But
do?
I'm enjoying this so much.
What is this?
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are
Thank you.
precious
Thank
additional
you.
seconds,
Okay,
Stanley.
2.
Time doesn't grow on trees.
Activate button.
Oh dear me, what's
Button.
the matter, Stanley? Is it that you
Continue.
have no idea where you're
Yes.
going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that
What do I
timer
do? What do I
that
do?
something in this room was capable
No!
of turning it off?
Five.
I mean,
Five.
look at you.
5 green button.
Running
5
from
green button.
to button, screen to screen, clicking on every
5
little
green.
thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think
What do I
that,
do?
Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold?
Green.
Do you have
Green.
any idea
Now
what
what?
your
Now
purpose
what?
in this place is?
Red.
Stanley.
Yellow.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler
No.
for you. That
Red.
timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action
Red.
moving along.
Red.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Oh man, oh
You're
man,
only
oh
still
man, oh
playing
man.
instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Green.
To see you made humble.
Blue.
This is not a challenge. It's a
I don't know what to do.
tragedy.
I don't know what to
You
do.
wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
I have 30 seconds. There has to be
Take
a way
look at
out.
the
What's
clock,
this?
Stanley. That's 30
No!
seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Where do I go? I have to
No
leave. I
end.
have to leave.
Just you being blown to pieces.
Come on.
Will you cling desperately
Think,
to your frail
think.
life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
15 seconds.
Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up. But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What happened? That's it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Don't care, little bro. Where am I going? Wait, this is different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
We're gonna
first
go
open door on his
The
left.
wrong way, all the way, and see what happens.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but
think
the
we're gonna
fact
jump
is
onto
that
this
the
platform.
story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really?
Sorry,
I was
bro.
in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
See you
that
later.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to
Nope.
show you something beautiful.
Ooh.
No, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Through the
I
blue.
still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Ooh.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
How do I get down
in the
there?
end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
What do I do now?
What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Ah, lovely.
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Oh, going back in.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Nope.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What is this?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Kind of weird.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
Uh-huh.
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
What's the next game, huh?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
All right.
Aha! Fascinating.
I feel like I just played this game.
Is about,
This is
Stanley?
the Ironbark
What's
one,
our
huh?
backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it.
This guy just
What a
called
fascinating
creep
venture into the
tower?
experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay, sure, little bro. Oh, a vast area to explore.
Oh, no. No, it can't
So
be.
excited. Look at this. Look at the nice wilderness. This
It is. It's
fun.
an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will
See
be
what the
just
next
the
game
thing.
is, shall we?
Oh, Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Pretty cool.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, the ball. Okay. Let's do it. Dun-dun-dun. About to hit an aerial. Here we go. Goal. Oh no,
What are you doing?
I did not mean to fall. I didn't.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Where am I going? What do I do now? I like the clicking noise. Oh, this is my office. Looks a little different.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well,
I think I
perhaps
just
he's
restarted
gotten
it again.
down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell
All right.
him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay, well, chat, that's another ending. We've hit a lot of endings today. We have the VOD up. If you guys want to watch the full VOD on YouTube, the link is in my bio. But chat, we've been streaming for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm gonna be making some videos on these. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure to drop a follow if you want to see more of this. We're at 270 new followers today, so big W's. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. The end is never. I actually really enjoyed this game. I might continue it on stream, and we might even play the first one. The first one looked really. This game was a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. If this is your first time here, make sure to drop a follow. I have to get some food. Ashley, thank you for the follow. Phasmaphobia next. Possible. I wanna. Yeah, I just want to get desensitized from Phasmaphobia. It wasn't feeling like. It wasn't feeling fun. I don't know. Anyways. A lot of fun, chat. Fun stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end the stream. I appreciate you guys. It was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy this game. I came into it with no expectations, and I highly recommend it. So, thank you guys for joining the stream. I'll catch you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.